the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome and thank you for being part of our exclusive 2K Sports coverage of the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Every finals game considered critical, but a game like this one, Game 5, monumental. And from San Antonio, this game of the series in Spurs territory as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, a nice home win for them in Game 4. Now they're looking to carry that.
Tonight, that's the question as one team battles to shut the door on the season. Another hopes to stave off defeat. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got Orlando taking on the San Antonio Spurs. You look at the Spurs, they are certainly in a do-or-die position, trailing 3 games to 1. An uphill climb to be sure. They need to win every game from here on out to stay alive.
Yeah, backs against the wall. They're a desperate team. The title clearly slipping away, and they've got a tall task ahead. But it's not out of the realm here for them to be able to do this. Focus on this game. Get this win and go from there.
Yeah, maybe they can send an emphatic message here tonight, roll to a big win, and start to sow some seeds of doubt in the heads of those guys. And then, like you said, Greg, just see what happens in Game 6.
A look at the Magic starting group. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Victor Oladipo is out there with Houdini, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Houdini. It's stolen by Duncan. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Houdini. Pocket 6. And it's Gordon missing. Now Parker. Ginobili outside. Kicks to Aldridge. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Vucevic is screen on Parker. Houdini passes to Vucevic. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And that one is stuffed right through.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
For the finish, rejected by Harris. And they get it back. And the shot is good. 6 points for Tony Parker. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Clearly this wasn't the position, trailing 3 games to 1, that they had expected to find themselves here in the NBA Finals. But he said it's not unheard of for a team to be in this position and to come back and win the series. As he told me, it's happened before, and we plan to make it happen again. We'll take as many games as they want to give us, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Houdini. Off the pick. Duncan with the block. Parker outside. Outside Aldridge. The feed now to Ginobili. Duncan with a screen on Harris. Ginobili kicks to Duncan from the line. The shot misses. Nice D from Oladipo. Here's Houdini. That one a little long.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Leonard's got 5.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Here's Houdini, covered by Parker. And it's Vucevic in the corner. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yes, Freak. San Antonio timeout.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Freak number 1. A different look now for San Antonio. West is checked in for Duncan. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Izanya, he's checked in for Orlando. Payne comes in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Mills. West outside. Aldridge a screen. West draws the double. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there, but they'll get another chance. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Houdini. Dishes it to Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 6 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. And the dunk by West.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Spurs leading by 7. Here's Leonard. And the Spurs scoring again.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Houdini. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
There's the steal. Tipped away. Now here is Aldridge. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Green kicks to Mills. 1:56 left in the first quarter. And the foul called on Freak. San Antonio leading. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Watson out there with Houdini, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward. And here's the break. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hezonja's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Orlando. And here is Parker. Screen by Duncan. Outside, Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The Magic shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Houdini.
2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. San Antonio leading by 4. Ginobili attacking. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Houdini. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Parker. The Magic have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Houdini. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Ginobili dishes to Parker. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Vucevic. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He finished with 48 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Now here's Ginobili. After the miss from Vucevic. Parker outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Houdini. Duncan brings the double team, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
On defense, San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Houdini. Shakes him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for Houdini, he has 9 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Both free throws good from Houdini. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Mills. T right on him. Six to shoot. Poked loose. And now Orlando on the break. Oh! Wow. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Freak number 1. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ginobili outside. Now here's Mills. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's Aldridge. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. They'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
The Magic have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. First one falls for him.
I like his aggressiveness here in the quarter. He's getting to the line much more than he did earlier.
A different look now for San Antonio. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in for Manu Ginobili. Orlando also making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Harris comes in for Hezonja. And it's Payne in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Fires from deep. Shot is no good. Nice D from Houdini. Orlando trailing here. Kicks it out to Gordon. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Houdini. 17 points in the game. And it's Smith missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Mills can't hit.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Now here's Payne. 5 to shoot. Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Aldrich has got his third rebound tonight. The drive by Green. Here's Leonard. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. A minute 42 left in the first half. Here's Houdini.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris? And so it's a close.
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Oladipo misses. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Now here's Duncan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That one is off.
First personal foul. Shooting for San Antonio.
He's off on the second. Leonard with the steal. The 11-footer. Vucevic with the block. Leonard kicks to Parker. Back to Leonard. Inside. Another shot. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
To the inside. Gordon. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now here's Leonard. 16 points for him. Ginobili left side. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Houdini. He's got 21. Gordon with a screen on Parker. Duncan brings the double team. Here's Houdini, covered by Parker. And the basket by Gordon.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Parker. He has 6. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Houdini. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And a change for the Magic. Azania, he's checked in for Harris. Houdini passes to Vucevic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now, here's Green. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Stripped it away. Here's Houdini. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Clark, 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Leonard. He's got 19. Pass to Aldridge. Shoots from the line. And that one comes up a bit short. Orlando leading. Here's Houdini. Gordon with a screen on Parker. Up off the screen. Buckley's off the pick and hammers it home.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Oladipo. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 5-point Orlando lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Leonard attacking. San Antonio again missing. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Houdini. 25 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Second, Nikola Vucevic. Fourth, Freak.
Well, these two guys are consistent producers. I mean, they've had excellent playoff runs so far. The crowds get louder, and on every shot, it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration, but these guys find a way to do it.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker. Spurs trail by 7. Leonard dishes to Mills. Will it go? And that one's good. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Houdini. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Houdini. He's got 27. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Payne passes to Hazania. 6 on the shot clock. And another hit. Shot made once more from Houdini. Houdini's got 10 points here in the second half. Knocked loose. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. Orlando also making some changes. Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Hazania. And he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for David West.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Now, here's Mills. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando leading by 13. Here's Houdini. He's got 34. Out to Harris. And it's Orlando with another.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Magic lead by 15. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. Some changes here for the Spurs. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for West, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Then for the Magic, Gordon's checked in for Payne, and Houdini subbed in for Payton. On the court for Orlando, Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Houdini in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Oladipo. Another miss by Orlando. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Vucevic. Lets it go from 11. Another miss by Orlando. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 26 points for Leonard.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Houdini, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there. Looking at the game Aldridge has been having, he has 9 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Both free throws good from Aldridge. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Harris outside. Here's Houdini. Covered by Duncan. No good from Houdini. Spurs trail by 10. Parker kicks to Aldridge. The 15-footer. No luck. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. It's Parker with the drive. Gets it down to single digits. And that's 13 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Gordon with a screen on Parker. Here's Houdini. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He rallied the troops, saying nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out. He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And Parker, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Shooting for San Antonio, LaMarcus Aldridge. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Aldridge. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Houdini. An easy 2 points on the layup. Houdini's got 40 points.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he dunks it down.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for two.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The free throw is good from Houdini.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Diaw sets the pick for Ginobili. To the middle, off the pick, and it's Diaw laying it in.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.